It's the Jacksonville Buzz. Amy West, Grant Smith, Adrian Houghton. From Studio 2 at Buzz TV, this is the Jacksonville Buzz.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz.
That's right, we have an exciting show for you today. Adrian, who's our special guest?
Oh, we've got Amy Hersey from M. Hi Amy, how you doing?
Yes, we are, Adrian. So good to see you. Love
Good to
you.
go with you.
This is my amazing background vocalist and keyboardist to the stars, Rick Marston.
Fabulous.
See you later.
All right, we'll be right back on the Jacksonville Buzz.
Stick around.
Wird mir ums Herz so wohl. Ich schau ins tiefe Tal hinab ins schöne Land Tirol. Ich seh die weißen Nebel ziehen, die Sonne scheint ins Gwent.
Hey, you all right?
Back to the Jacksonville Buzz. I hear I'm not the only Amy in the studio today.
You're not. We've got Amy Hersey and Rick Marston in the studio from M. They're here to talk about their new album, Alice in Wonderland. So let's send it over to Adrian in Studio 2.
I'm with two very special guests, Amy Hersey and Rick Marston. Thank you for coming and welcome to the Buzz Studio.
Thank you for having us. Excited to be here.
Thank you.
I'm sure you are, because you've got so many exciting things going on in Jacksonville at the moment, haven't you?
Yes, we do.
Tell me, Amy, now I've known you for many years
Yes.
in a totally different world.
Yes.
And now no longer modeling, but you are involved in creating your own music.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, we are M,
M.
which stands for Electronic Melodic Music. So similar to dance music, EDM, but we are melodic, so there's a lot more vocals and just more things that you can groove to. So it's really cool.
Well, that sounds
Really unique.
exciting.
Thank you. More like glam, synth, pop.
Synth pop.
Okay.
80s groove too, but with a glam twist, with sensuality.
And how did you two get to know each other? I mean,
Well, it's kind of a crazy story because I learned mixing and mastering and producing and writing, and I did everything on my own, produced the album, did the album on my own, and then I thought, I don't want to do this on my own anymore. You know, I really want that
Lonely.
feeling. Yeah, I need to perform. I need to be out there and really show my personality, who I am, and not just have digital sales. So along came a really good friend of mine. Everybody knows Tommy Williams, and
Tommy!
I said,
We love
Tommy,
Shout out to Tommy.
yes,
Tommy.
love you, Tommy.
Yeah.
I said, you know, who is the very best keyboardist and vocalist that will really complement what I'm doing? And he said, Rick, hands down. I met him and just fell in love with him musically. He's now part of my music family, him and his amazing wife, and we just have created this beautiful synergy, and everything that we do live and from further production is going to include Rick in this process.
I'm just blessed to be able to work with you.
You're amazing, dude. You
She's
rock.
an amazing musician, and I personally, I'm already a fan as it is of the music itself. And the connection came through. I was just like, I heard the demos. I was like, I've worked with a lot of artists before, and I do a lot of stuff with the new age and synthesizer industry. So hearing her music, I just knew it was absolutely something I had to be a part of. She already had everything set to go, and I said all I had to do is add a little bit of the live magic to this, and we can just give this to the world, and it's just going to blow up. And so far, just looking at the numbers and how things are just rolling with it, the magic has begun, and we're just so excited for the show coming up here not too far from now.
Yeah.
So it's just very, very excited. Actually, a few shows, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
We just started, we're kicking it off for Jacksonville, but here, you go ahead and say more about that information. I mean,
Well, tell me
the
more
live
about
stuff,
the
but,
actual album itself. It has a specific theme. It's called Alice in Wonderland, I believe.
Yes. So one of my big people that I just love and really respect would be Alison Goldfrapp. And so we were just kind of going through, and my husband and I were thinking, what would be a really great title of this album? And he's like, well, let's just do Alice and Wonderland, because this is all kind of magical themed. You know, you think of when you hear, you know, the music of Waiting and you see the video, it's a girl who's being chased by this cool wolf. So we just thought we would create these magical creatures, you know, and they're in Allison and then Wonderland. So it just kind of was a no-brainer for us, just larger than life concept.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't be wrong in assuming that some of the titles of your Wonderland aren't quite what we think of when we think of Alice in Wonderland.
Yes.
We're thinking more spank and total domination.
Right. They're a little bit more sensual dance jams, but if you think about the traditional Alice in Wonderland, it was very dark, very dark story, you know. And
listen, the children didn't think it was a dark
No,
story. It was
no,
all
they
about
didn't.
small rabbits and lots of fun things.
Right. But if you really dig deep into it, it's
Definitely.
really kind of dark. So it just really worked cohesively together well and just blended. We said, this is it. So we've got a lot of rabbit masks and cool, you know, dancers that are painted and just really things that kind of create that magical Alice in Wonderland
Feeling.
larger than life feel. Yeah.
Okay, now I know you are a huge mimic, and I
Yes.
believe you also have the ability to...
My father was a Hollywood actor and has over 60 credits. His name is Joel Marston. Love you, Dad. Rest in peace. But I learned a lot of that as a kid growing up. I'm from California, and I did a little bit of child acting myself as a kid and didn't really feel that acting was my thing. I wanted to be the black sheep in the family and go straight with music. And I always thought that being a rock star turned actor is the better combination, because if you're an actor trying to be, I'm a rock star now, it just kind of flops in a way. Or if it just didn't work that way, it's from my magic. I learned how to do improv and do kind of freestanding and stand up. And so, yeah, you can go to audition if you want to, or I can be like that if I need. So, I mean, those magic things can come out.
I think he was trying to do a bit of British there. I'm just thinking, you know, which is pretty damn good, actually.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a
Thank you, I
requirement during
appreciate it.
rehearsals. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on,
We
you
have so
gotta
much
get me in the
fun.
mood. Let's, you know,
Yeah,
let's.
we have a blast with
Yeah.
rehearsal. Our rehearsals are magic on their own, and I think that world right there, when we're performing in our practices, when we translate that on stage, it's going to be so much more energy, and the lights with that, and
I know.
synthesizers.
And mimicking is really cool for all of us. It's fun just to really master other people's sounds, and then
Yeah.
it kind of helped me develop who I am as an
Now,
artist, to find my own sound.
Are you you on this album, or are you mimicking, or are you developing different voices? What is this? Is this the pure
Let's see.
Amy sound?
As much as I would call it, yes, but I am a Gemini with multiple personalities,
And
I'm
I'm a
sure.
Libra, so that
So-
makes
That's me
us-
too.
Right? So, you know,
Awesome.
we have lots of different, you know, influences and things. So it kind of all comes together and it blends really nicely. I would definitely say that I worked really hard to make sure that this was Amy, you know, for sure. And I don't listen to popular music. And I
neither
don't, and
do
I
I,
do that,
so-
even though I'm a writer, I still kind of need to know like what's going on and what's being sold, so we can pitch it to publishing, you know, companies and artists. But as a singer myself, and as I'm sitting down at a blank screen, I don't listen to popular music at all. I mean, I couldn't tell you who's out or what songs are going on, because I don't want to be influenced. I want this to be as organic as possible.
Well, we're going to be right back with Amy and Rick and more information.
Hey, you alright?
auf hohen Bergen steh, wird mir ums Herz so wohl. Ich schau ins tiefe Tal hinab ins schöne Land Tirol. Ich seh die weißen Nebel ziehen, die Sonne scheint ins Gwent.
Welcome back. I'm still here with Amy and Rick, and we're talking about their wonderful new album. And tell me more about the amount of countries that you're in, because I believe that you're spread over a wide portion of the world. Is that right?
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. 19. Yeah.
And how do you find this information out?
Well, we are registered through a music publishing company, so we get these really great statistical reports that say, here's who's playing your music, here's how many radio plays you've had, here's how many streaming plays you've had, so forth. So we have that beautiful list.
And is it that there's a specific song, or is it just the album itself and the song changes?
It does.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a great question. Every single week we get a report and it tells us kind of what the top 3 to 5 songs are. And every week it's crazy. I look at it and I'm like, I can't believe that is number 1, because last week it wasn't there at all. So it's really cool to see like the progression and people hearing different charts and different tunes and just.
So your top 5 countries are
US
Yep.
first,
yes.
then London.
Yay!
Yay! Going in. Lots of European countries. I think Japan is number 4 right now. So,
Wow.
but more than anything is more Europe based, because
And
that's
this
where
is-
we'll end up being.
And this is all done because you haven't done anything yet
Right.
on stage.
Crazy.
Yes. But
Right?
I'm a seasoned musician. I've played lots,
Yes.
over 30 bands doing electronic
you
music and
two
stuff.
together.
But together,
Right.
this is going to be the beginning of some amazing music. So I'm
Yeah,
blown away
tell me
by this.
how do you prepare for a show or the record itself? I mean, I can't say record now, can I? Because
Yeah.
Well, it is.
it's
Yeah,
still a
yeah.
record.
Yeah, and
always
absolutely. What is really crazy is that each track, like we would call like a single or track, they call it a record. So you would say, I'm going to make a record. That means 1 song.
Ah, okay. I'm
So,
learning.
yeah.
I'm learning. Okay.
So our process is really fun. It's cool. I mean, we both do things digitally, send it to each other back and forth. I need this type of file, or we're going to add this here and this here. And then 2 to 3 times a week, we jam out, and we full jam out like we are performing live.
Yeah,
we
every time.
we are
It's
in
awesome.
full garb, full attire, full hair, full makeup, because you really need to be in the
feel the
moment,
moment.
to feel it and
Yeah.
to make sure that it's going to work, and that we've got the vibes, got the energy.
Absolutely.
And how long each time when you're together?
Wow.
Depends.
That could be 2-3 hours. I mean, but the set that we're starting is about 45 minutes. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the full album plus a special song in the end that she's going to be doing that I'm really happy about. But I'd say about that. About 2
If we
hours.
have a bottle of wine, then it's probably about 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, because it's really
Because we're just enjoying the process.
Yes, I can understand
Which is
that.
really a beautiful thing together. So that's pretty much every
and
week.
she just, when she sings, it's like it's angelic almost.
And
And the
you're both-
effects. Oh, I
You're
can go
both
on. I
very
can keep going.
seasoned. I mean, so do you have any particular advice to new musicians or writers that have got this passion and they want to be involved in something? But what would you say?
That.
For sure. Gosh, I think in the beginning, you're timid. They don't know where to go or what to do. And so they just kind of let their self-doubt hold them back. So my advice to anybody is just do it. Just write.
Okay.
If you want to write your music, and then everything will just kind of come with it. There's great publishing companies online. There's great free resources. There's a place called Coursera online where you can go take music classes, engineering classes for free. You can audit classes from Yale and Harvard and all these top Ivy League schools. So, and YouTube is amazing. So many talented
much
people are
knowledge you
giving
can get.
free information on what to do. So
Used to
learn
charge
your
$100
product.
an hour for that stuff, just to
Yeah.
text somebody and hook their stuff up.
Exactly. Learn your product, learn all the aspects of what you need to do, and just do it, because things just start to kind of fall into place. You don't have to know a big top executive in order to make it big. You just have
If you're
to
doing it
do
yourself
it.
nowadays, the
That's my
only
best.
thing I could say about that is don't let rules or the music or the instrument scare you. Just play it. Don't let just put
do
your
what you
hands on
feel.
it.
Yeah.
Just explore. because you will find your passion just by tweaking on it. And with synthesizers or keyboards, you can do so much. And if they have knobs or sliders, you'll do things and discover sound and a whole new universe. It's electric. And for today's technology, do it, kids. Pick up and say, Dad, I want a synthesizer. I want a drum machine.
I want to play with
do
it.
it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Put the headphones on. They don't hear it at nighttime. And
Yeah.
with us, it's just great because we have the big monitors and just super loud, and we can and she just sings, and then effects are panning back and forth. So buy this album.
And study.
It's
Be
awesome.
like the people you want to be like.
Yes, follow your influences.
Follow them.
Just listen
Do
to
everything
them.
they're doing, and you will find your own thing as you go along. Promise.
Yeah, absolutely.
advice.
That's magic right there. Is to
Now,
let the influence roll.
all of this is building up to the launch of this particular album.
Yes.
And we're lucky enough for it to be here in Jacksonville, your hometown.
Yes.
So tell me, when is the launch? Where is the launch? And can the general public attend?
Absolutely. Myth Nightclub and Lounge, which is so amazing. If you guys haven't been there, if you can't make it to our show, make sure that you go. It's been renovated for the last year. They've put several $1 million into it between lights and sound.
And it shows.
Yes.
That's why
and
we're
the owner,
playing
John,
this show
is just
today.
phenomenal. Like great food, great drinks, great atmosphere. That's going to be on August 10th, which is Friday night. The show will be at 8 o'clock. Be there at 7:30 because we're going to have filming crew, and they're going to close the doors. You can't come in late because you can't interrupt filming.
Be in the video.
Yes. So
Fabulous.
7:30,
In
come
the
get your
video.
drinks. And then after the show, we're going to have a meet and drink. Instead of a meet and greet, we're going to have a meet and drink so we can support the club
party
as
and
well.
have fun
You know,
and just live it.
take pictures, sign things, be with our family and friends that have
Wonderful.
supported us.
Wonderful.
Like yourself.
Yes, I know. I will
For
be
so
there.
many years.
I will
Thank
be
you.
there.
Love
Absolutely.
you.
Amy, Rick, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you.
And Amy and Grant, over to you.
Well, that was a good interview.
I know Adrian always has the best guests. You know, I'm really looking forward to that Myth Nightclub
Definitely.
concert. We should double date it.
Let's do
You
it.
and Jackie, me and David,
I'm
and
in.
you guys, you're going to join us too, right? Hey, stick around. We have more show. We'll be right back.
Wenn ich auf hohen Bergen stehe, wird mir ums Herz so wohl. Ich schau ins tiefe Tal hinab ins schöne Land Tirol. Ich seh die weißen Nebel ziehen, die Sonne scheint ins Gwent.
Hey, you alright?
What makes the Tom Bush Family Dealership so special?
It's because we treat our customers like family.
Knowing that you're being taken care of genuinely, you know, and you can tell.
We make sure everyone gets what they need, and we try to make it fun.
You know, once you're in a CX-9, that's it. You're just destined to own one of those for the rest of your life. So,
And you're happy.
oh, extremely.
We invite you to join our growing family.
Visit one of our 7 locations today and experience the Tom Bush difference.
Welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. We've been talking about exciting things happening in Jacksonville, and I'm just curious what you guys are up to.
Well, I mean, obviously on August the 10th, I'm going to go and see M perform at Myth Nightclub. But on Friday, I'm going to see Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
Very
so
nice.
excited. Yeah,
Well, I've got
I'm
some
very
planning
good.
going on my end. I'm planning a trip to Chicago. Really looking forward to that.
Hang on a minute, though. But where have you been?
Oh,
because
Adrian.
how did you get
I'm always,
that?
you know me, I'm always getting into something.
You're
you
talking
can't
about
see
you
it,
got,
my
it
eye.
looks like you maybe got punched or something, some bar fight?
Yes, I've got a red eye, so it's all good. Give it about 2 weeks,
It happens.
Perfect.
It happens.
TV life.
You're going to keep us guessing, though, man of mystery. Not going to tell us what happened.
No, it's just went offshore fishing and just a rough day. A rough day out on the ocean.
It happens. Well,
it does.
What's going on in Chicago? What's bringing you there?
I can't wait. I haven't been to Chicago probably in 10 years. Hamilton.
I'm waiting
so
for it to come here.
The wifey scored Hamilton tickets for my birthday. I'm a Leo.
She's a keeper. She's
Yes.
a keeper.
Yeah. So I'm pumped. And I go, well, honey, are the Cubs in town? And she's like, I have no idea. So I look it up. No, the Cubs aren't in town, but it gets better. Pearl Jam is playing at Wrigley.
Oh.
Are you going to see Hamilton and Pearl Jam?
Wow.
Yes. So I'm going to Hamilton on Saturday, the 17th, and then or the 18th, and then I go to Pearl Jam on the 20th on a Monday night in Wrigley.
Wow.
So,
you're going to be hot-footing on a plane from here to there.
I know. I'm pumped. So we've been doing a lot of planning, finding a brunch. We only have so many meals there, right? 3 or 4 days. Everyone's got to count.
Now I know who I'm following on Instagram, so I can deliver all the entertainment. And
that's at Grant's Adventures, by the way.
Okay, all right. I'm your biggest fan, of course, naturally.
What do you got going on?
I'm actually headed to New York, so
really?
That's exciting. Yeah, I'll be going to New York for a big creators convention. It's all like social media people, so that'll be exciting. I went last year. It was in Orlando. This year it's in New York, so I was jumping on any chance to get to New York. And then my friend lives there, and she actually, hopefully we'll have her on the show sometime. She's gone viral. She makes these 18th century gowns. And
you told me about her.
Yeah, she used to live in Jacksonville. That's how we became friends. And so I'll be staying with her for a couple days. I don't know if she's going to let me wear any of her outfits, but it'll be fun just to hang out and catch up. We haven't seen each other in a long time, but New York's always exciting.
You're lucky to get some time because with back to school coming. I mean, it's right around the corner.
Where did the summer go?
It's amazing.
I mean, one minute it was like just getting warm, and now, bang, it feels like the summer's over when those children start going back to school. It's what's happening. It's those school buses are going to be on the roads, and we're going to have to take longer time to get everywhere.
You know, it's a great time, though, for mom and dad to get out of town and back to the Chicago trip because we wait for the kids to go back at school so the grandparents can help us out, watch the kids, but it's not so taxing on the grandparents. Because they're in school.
Yeah, most of the day they're doing their routine and in school. Yeah, we're super excited about their routine as well. When you're in Chicago, wasn't there a restaurant there that was on Chef's Table? I believe there is. When I go one day,
there may be more than
one.
one
presentation.
Actually,
fabulous
great
food in
Chicago.
Yeah, we're staying at the Wit.
Okay.
So it's either that or the London House. So we're looking forward to that. And one day we're gonna rent bikes. And we're gonna ride along the lake.
That's the best way to see
good
a
friends
city.
of mine did that, and they said it was fantastic. And
Same
they went
here.
on some tour, which was actually a foodie tour.
Wow!
And they stopped them. They stopped them all day. They went from breakfast to lunch to dinner.
Great. So you're working it off in between.
Yes, exactly.
And there's just so many influences in a food culture like that, right?
Yeah.
And you can go so many different directions.
We did a similar thing in DC when we toured around there. They have a great bike program. So you just have an app, log in, get your bike, it unlocks. You can go. They also have the bikes that just lay on the side of the road. You just pick one up and go. It's really,
that's interesting.
It was a great way to see DC. You kind of bypassed a lot of the foot traffic and a lot of the road traffic. So that was a great time. And then obviously another great food city. So we were able to kind of burn it off as we went. So very excited. I covered all of that on my blog as well. So
it seems that
always
we
a fun way to
predominantly
mix it up.
are very keen on food. We always seem to gravitate back to
so
the
it brings
food.
everybody together.
Yeah,
So.
for sure.
I know. All of us have different ideas on what is special and what isn't.
Speaking of food, I followed up after our first episode with Taverna. I followed up and I just couldn't handle the summer menu, so I had to go try it for myself. So I went last week. It was great.
Was it? What did you have?
amazing.
Tell us what you had.
I had the rack of lamb, or no, the lamb chops. I had the lamb chops on the pearl couscous. And then my wife had the red snapper because red snapper's in season right now.
Oh, I bet it was
so
perfect.
Local caught,
it was
I'm sure.
amazing. And then I went for one of my favorite entrees in all of Jacksonville, and it's so simple. It's the best. Is his house-made ricotta. So with a little fig compote on there. So it was great. So we had a great experience.
Any house-made ricotta or burrata?
Yes.
Nice.
Sold.
You know, he actually said he doesn't make his burrata anymore, which is fine because he's so busy. He can get stuff that's just as good as what he can make.
Where else we were at? 11 South. They were the same. 11 South. We were out this weekend. I had an event. You were sick.
I know.
But it was great. Also, amazing, tasty food. The lobster sliders that they had.
Oh, yeah.
The steak tartare.
Thank you. Yes, my other favorite in town.
And some amazing wine.
And I missed
You
it.
missed a lot of cool people
We're
too.
going to do a sweet repeat with just you, Adrian.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And we'll make sure to have John on the show as well, talking about what their offerings are.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, how long are you in Chicago for? Just the weekend?
Yes, a Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We fly back on a Tuesday.
Oh, that's
so
perfect.
yeah,
Wonderful.
it's gonna be great.
Wonderful.
Well, it's been a fun show.
Hasn't it been again? Lovely guests, Amy and Rick Marston. So we're looking forward to seeing them on August the 10th at MIF.
And I can't wait for our next show. More exciting things to come.
We've always got something going on, don't we?
Yeah, and you can catch up with us in the week on the JacksonvilleBuzz.com.
Thanks for watching.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
What makes the Tom Bush Family Dealership so special?
It's because we treat our customers like family.
Knowing that you're being taken care of genuinely, you know, and you can tell.
We make sure everyone gets what they need, and we try to make it fun.
You know, once you're in a CX-9, that's it. You're just destined to own one of those for the rest of your life. So.
And you're happy.
Oh, extremely.
We invite you to join our growing family.
Visit one of our 7 locations today and experience the Tom Bush difference.
Wenn ich auf hohen Bergen stehe, wird mir ums Herz so wohl. Ich schau ins tiefe Tal hinab ins schöne Land Tirol. Ich seh die weißen Nebel ziehen, die Sonne scheint ins Gwent.
Your chance to taste our finished product. However, I do have one final stop to take you to before we head into the tap room for our taste test. Now, opened in 1969, the Jacksonville Brewery provides fresh beer daily to the southern regions of our great country, including Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. The sunny Adrian.
Hey,